today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Packers entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Being chased out left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These two teams all tied after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd down and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one here caught by McBride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. An inside give to Jones.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Again, it's Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Packers
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got McBride here over the middle. Now a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things at 17 all. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A give to Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
And quickly they get to the line. The give is to Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shrugs him off. And he's got this down to the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he has a Packer first down, and that should be the one that finishes the script.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got...
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Green Bay, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bills, things are definitely going south quick.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's a special
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Goes right back to McBride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Give up the middle to Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The delay, Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. No score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll send Watson in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. 2nd and 6. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll send Watson in motion right. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. .38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. Russell Wilson, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Isaiah Hodgins, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 8. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one swung out here to Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
In motion right, Dobbs. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A give to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Watson.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead.
2nd down, goal to go. Gibson will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He's got a man complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Here's 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
4 seconds to go. This is likely it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins. But no.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Reed.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Rolling to his right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. An inside give to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road,
They sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.